Now, last year, Honda Williams won the Constructors' Championship ahead of McLaren. Ferrari, who are 9 times winners of that event, were languishing in 4th position. But they hope to get back now with the help of Britain. Murray Walker reports.
If there's one word for creating evocative images of the very highest levels of achievement in motorsport, it's Ferrari. Winner of 89 Grand Prix, 17 Formula One World Championships, Le Mans, the Mia Miglia and the Targa Florio many times. And here at Maranello, the legendary Commendatore Enzo Ferrari is a very active 88 years old. He's been at the top of motorsport for 65 years, and he still rules his empire with a rod of iron.
The incredible Ferrari story began in 1929, when 31-year-old Enzo Ferrari, a successful driver himself, founded the world-famous Scuderia Ferrari to race the works Alfa Romeos, driven amongst others by this man, the immortal Tazio Nuvolari. So, Mr. Ferrari's seen it all. How does today differ from the past?
Allora erano le case che correvano.
In those days, it was the car manufacturers themselves that raced and had a direct industrial interest in it. Nowadays, it's turning in a business based above all on publicity.
After the war, Ferrari produced his own cars, and nowadays it's all too easy to forget that for some 25 years they were outstandingly successful in the top sports car races like this, the Mia Miglia, as well as the Grand Prix. And at Le Mans, Luigi Chinetti here, with Lord Selsdon, won the first post-war race in 1949. The first of 9 Ferrari successes, and this the most famous race of them all. Ferrari's out of sports car racing now, but Mr. Ferrari still thinks highly of it.
Sports car racing is undoubtedly still interesting, but the regulations are unnecessarily complicated.
Bisognerebbe semplificare, ritornare.
They should be simplified. One should return to the Le Mans of the immediate post-war.
In your time, you have chosen most of the world's great drivers. Who do you remember most as being the best?
Per me resta Nuvolari.
For me, it's always Nuvolari, who I knew and is now dead. Also Collins, but one that's living, I say Sterling Moss.
It's surely every driver's ambition to compete for Ferrari, and many truly great ones have done so. Farina, Ascari, Hawthorne, Collins, Fangio and Lauda are just some of them. Englishman Peter Collins, here winning the 1958 British Grand Prix, is one of Mr. Ferrari's happiest recollections. Probably because Peter's unselfishness enabled Fangio to win the 1956 Drivers' Championship for Ferrari. And here's the man who almost single-handed dragged Ferrari out of the Grand Prix doldrums in 1975, Niki Lauda. For 10 long years, Ferrari had had to give best to the all-conquering British teams. But Lauda, with a rigorous testing program, took Ferrari back to the top, to win the Constructors' Championship 3 years running, and himself to win the Drivers' Championship twice. Niki won his 3rd championship in 1984, but this time with the British McLaren team. And with Alain Prost at the wheel, it was the McLarens which again took the honours for the next 2 years, thanks to brilliant design by Englishman John Barnard. So Ferrari were in trouble again. Now, to solve their problem, they've dramatically recruited the same John Barnard as their technical director. And to add to the drama, future Ferrari Grand Prix cars are to be designed in England. in this gloriously rural setting near Guildford. How did that happen?
Well, they came to me, I think, because they'd heard that perhaps I was considering a move and so on, and for whatever reason, they decided to approach me. The bottom line for me was that I wasn't prepared to go and work in Italy, and they came back with the possibility of being based in England, and that, of course, opened up a whole new possibility for me. It was.
Now, you are known, to put it mildly, as a man who is determined to have things done his way. And it's not going to work if you don't get your way at Ferrari. Now, so what sort of authority, real authority, have you got at Ferrari?
Well, I've got technical authority in over all the areas, including the engine side, up to the level, effectively, of Enzo. I report to him, and if you want, he's the one man that can say no.
Now, the last time I was at Maranello in the race shop, you could practically race a truck inside it. Have you made any changes there?
There's been a certain reorganisation in the race shop, yeah.
Like what? What have you done?
Well, we've cleaned the thing up. We've moved things around in order to get more of a sort of a departmentalised approach.
I'm also told that Barnard has created the ultimate sin of stopping the Italians from drinking Lambrusco during their lunch break. Is that true?
I think I may have actually unloaded something there, Murray, that one day will fall out of the sky and hit me on the head.
Ferrari introduced their all-new 1987 car at Imola recently, together with their new driver, Austrian Gerhard Berger. He'd had the choice of several top teams after a great 1986 with Benetton. So, why Ferrari?
My heart was working since I was a child for Ferrari, and this was the end why I go to Ferrari. But I had some other offers, some very good offers, and one of the other teams was McLaren. I would like also to drive for McLaren, but I can drive only for one team, so I go to Ferrari.
It was obviously vital you had the right designer too.
Yeah, this was an important part, and if I hear John Barnard will go to Ferrari, I was thinking to work with John Barnard. He make the car what wins 3 times the World Championship the last 3 years. So I think the best thing is to work with him together.
What I've tried to do on this car is to define the fundamentals on, for example, may sound stupid, but positions of engine, gearbox, drivers, to get the sort of weight distribution I'm looking for, the fundamental geometry parameters that I'm looking for, the parts of the aerodynamics that I think are important and critical.
Last season, whenever Alboreto or Johansson came in, they were always moaning about handling and lack of grip. And Alboreto said the other day he was astounded at how quickly you had been able to put that problem right. Why was it that you were able to say, well, the problem is obviously so-and-so?
Because I suppose my experience has been that of following all the way through, right from the track, right through to the design stage, and assimilating the information myself and saying, well, okay, that might work in the wind tunnel, but I know it doesn't work on the circuit.
How do you think the new Ferrari team will do this year? Alboreto, yourself and John Barnard.
Oh, I hope we win some races.
How many?
I don't know, but I would like to win all races. But no, if we win 3-4 races, would be nice.
Has your life changed a lot since you joined Ferrari?
More pressure.
Do you feel half Italian already?
No, but I like Italian. I like the food, very nice, very good food, always nice weather, nice girls, everything is good.
Your boss is an ultimate racing enthusiast, Enzo Ferrari.
Mm.
If or when Ferrari win the World Championship in 1987 or 88, what will he be saying to you?
probably what are we going to do next year.
You will have given him the greatest reward that he could possibly, as an old man, hope for.
Yes, of course. I mean, that's his reason for being, if you like, is winning races. And that's why he's gone to these extremes of all this, to try and win races.
La mia ambizione è unica.
I only have one ambition, and that is adequately to represent the role that has been attributed to me. That is my only ambition.
In your very long racing career, over 65 years, what do you regard as your greatest personal achievement?
Io lavoro per quella che deve venire.
Well, I work for what is to come.
Generally, in motor racing, certainly in Formula One, it's not about what you did last year, it's about what are you going to do this year or the next race. And I think he's just the same.
Make him happy, John.
Try.